Cheers, friends.
Hey there,
Welcome to the Luxor.
on the fabulous Las Vegas Strip.
So what is something that people really love to get here in Vegas? No, I'm not talking about the things that are just legal here and nowhere else in the United States. Everyone loves free stuff. We're talking about comps, complimentary gifts from the resorts. You can get complimentary meals, tickets to shows, but one of the easiest thing to get is a comped room. So we're going to explore all the things the Luxor has to offer and find out if these comp rooms are really free and would it be worth coming here if you can get them. If you've rented a car or brought your own car, you'll be parking behind the pyramid. It's $18 a day to park here. So if you're using Uber or Lyft, you'll end up here at the main entrance. Over there is the casino and hotel. If you go to the opposite side, you'll find the tram that takes you over to Mandalay Bay and Excalibur. You're down at the south end of the strip, and you can see there's really not a lot down here. There's not much within walking distance, we would say. There are 3 hotels down here that kind of make up the end. It's Mandalay Bay, Luxor, and Excalibur. And there's a little tram station here that'll connect you to all 3 of these hotels. And Luxor is the middle child here. There's an express tram that goes from Excalibur to Mandalay Bay. Second tram hits all 3 resorts, but it only comes to Luxor when it's going from Mandalay Bay to Excalibur. So when it's coming from Excalibur south, it's gonna pass up the station. The time between trams is about 10 minutes, and you'll notice there's no shade out here, so the entire time you're waiting, you're exposed to the desert sun. And remember, this just goes to Mandalay Bay. If you're going to Excalibur, you're going to have to do a round trip to get there. I really can't recommend that you use this tram. It's probably easier to walk through the hallways to get to Mandalay Bay or Excalibur. Now, if you're at Excalibur and you want to go to Mandalay Bay, or vice versa, then the tram might come in handy, because it's a pretty long walk. Walking into the lobby, it just feels massive in here because it is a vast cavern, really open. Over to the right, you'll find the check-in desks. I don't see any automated kiosks here, which is something a lot of resorts are going to. They've understaffed the front desk and they kind of force you to use these automated systems, which are very impersonal and not very helpful. Now, MGM does encourage you to use their mobile app to do mobile check-in, which is how we checked in. That allows you to use your phone as a door card. And if you want a physical card, you can print one out over here. The Luxor property consists of 3 main buildings. You have the pyramid, of course, and then you have the east and west towers. All in all, there are 4,000 rooms available here. So the Luxor opened in 1993, and that was kind of the beginning of the family-friendly era in Vegas when they were trying to make it into an adult Disneyland. So theming was king back then, and all the resorts had their own thing going on. And of course, the Luxor went with Egypt. Now that era only lasted for about a decade. And then they kind of learned that people come and see it once, they think it's neat, but they didn't come back to stay for it. And they learned that people wanted more luxury accommodations. They've been stripping that kind of theming away over time. Obviously, some of the larger structures, they're not just going to get rid of, but a lot of the theming has been done away with in the rooms and the carpets and the little things here and there to kind of tone it down a bit. Obviously, the Luxor is known for being a pyramid and is the tallest pyramid in the United States at 350 feet tall. You're probably familiar with the giant light that also emits from the top of the pyramid called the sky beam. That has 39 separate lamps, each emitting 7,000 watts of light. That light is so bright, it can be seen from pilots over LA, 275 miles away, and from outer space. The Luxor has 4 different stage shows, which we think is a lot for a resort. They have the Blue Man Group, they have Carrot Top, they have Fantasy, and they have America's Got Talent. So each one of these shows runs $40, $50+ plus fees. There's a lot of entertainment here. In addition to that, we also have 3 exhibits. We have the body exhibit, which is real human bodies that have been preserved and their outer layers removed. People seem to like that. We have the Titanic Museum, where they have a lot of artifacts that were brought up from the Titanic. And they have the King Tut exhibit, where they have some replications of artifacts from King Tut's tombs, as well as a VR experience, I think. One thing I think is kind of unique to Luxor is they have this esports gaming area. So they have a bunch of computers set up here where you can play online games, even live stream if you want.
We just finished watching the Blue Man Group, and this is definitely a show for all ages. Very family friendly. There were little kids in there laughing and cheering and enjoying themselves. A lot of audience participation. I kind of went in thinking it was just going to be the drums because I had seen a little snippet of that in person years ago. Way more than that. A lot of fun. They actually made a piece of art, so pretty cool to watch.
We did catch the Carrot Top show, and we really recommend it. He was a lot of fun to watch. If you're familiar with Carrot Top, you know him for doing his prop comedy, where he kind of builds things and finds creative uses for them. He still does that. It's still really funny. But the majority of the show is just him telling stories about living his life as Carrot Top and all the things that he's experienced. And it's really good. The advertisements make it seem like he's really hyper and over the top and super energetic, and he's the opposite. He is so humble. He is so calm. And it was a great show. So Play is the newest addition to the Luxor. It's an adult playground. They took the board games that we grew up with, like Operation and Pop-Up, and made them giant size. There's also a lot of other different interactive games. There's nothing really electronic. There's no VR, nothing fancy like that. Very hands-on kind of experiences. It's $50 to get in on the weekend per person, and that gets you access to 12 of the 20 games that they have. You get to pick. It's a little out of our price range. It's just opened up, so we think give it a couple months, maybe a year or so, and that price will come down. As we said before, the Luxor is located between Mandalay Bay and Excalibur, and all three of these properties are connected by these walkways, so it's very easy to get between them and not have to go out in the hot sun. I would say that it seems like the dining options at the Luxor are kind of limited. There's only like 4 or 5 real restaurants there. But with this connection to Mandalay Bay, you have really easy access to their shops, and right down this hallway are a lot more options. The Luxor is one of the few resorts that still has a buffet going, but it is only Wednesday through Sunday for a little brunch. Backstage is a quick service area for salads and sandwiches and little pastries. Public house is your standard American bar food. Into this food court area where you can get faster food. I don't know if it's really cheaper. The Johnny Rockets over there offers a burger, fries, and drink combo for like $21. And to get a double patty burger and fries down at Public House is $24. So not a huge savings here. Don't be fooled. Check the prices. We showcased Diablo's Cantina in our Excalibur video, and we'll go ahead and link that for you here. Tender is the standard casino steakhouse. It's got some good onion and garlic seasoning on it, but ultimately it feels like it's a little on the stale side. It's good. I think it's kind of a mild taste.
It's good. I'm missing more lemon and more garlic.
And the grits are pretty mild. Like I'm not getting a strong cheddar
You have to find the limoncello.
I did think it was going to be a little bit more cheesier with the description on the menu.
That's cooked medium rare like we asked. It's a good amount of salt and pepper on there for seasoning. And the chimichurri sauce is very flavorful.
The Pyramid Cafe is your go-to breakfast location here at the Luxor. All right, so we're going to try the Pyramid Cafe for breakfast. Get a pyramid stack of pancakes. This was a good amount of food for the price, I think. The eggs were thick and fluffy. The ham is just warm. It'd be nice if it was browned a little bit. I could have asked for the hash browns to be a little browner. I like them a little more done. But it was good value, I think. How'd you like your eggs and bacon, honey?
The eggs were made perfectly. They were runny. They were not hard. Bacon is bacon. It's just delicious.
Luxor, of course, has several bars located around the casino floor, and this is probably the only place for nightlife. They do have a DJ here in the evenings. Of course, they have a sports book where you can bet on sports from around the world. And across from that is their sports bar, the Play Bar. The Luxor does have a modest-sized spa and fitness area. Currently, Luxor has 4 pools, 1's under construction. The other 3 have water in it, but the largest one was closed off to us, so only the 2 smaller pools are actually available. There's a small shop out by the pool where you can get extra swimwear or sunscreen, but it is not cheap. Swimwear is $40 to $50 a piece. A tank top was $26, and the sunscreen was anywhere from $16 to $26 for a small bottle. There are servers that walk around the pool area that will take your drink and food orders, or you can scan this QR code and just use your phone to order straight to your chair. However, things again are not cheap. Beer is $12. Cocktails around $17, wine is $14, and food is $20. So they're gonna make me a liar today. They actually opened the 3rd pool. The people in the black coats that will come up to you and offer you a free show do not work for the Luxor. They're trying to sell you a timeshare. They're nice enough people, but it seemed like at the Luxor we just kept running into them. While the resort is 30 years old, the main floor and casino area do look like they've been kept up really well. However, the walk to our room gave us some serious circus vibes. We're talking dark and dingy and need of some TLC. The ceilings are probably only 7 feet high, so someone could easily hit these with a vacuum cleaner now and then. But there's a reason textured ceilings have gone the way of the dodo. Not every room in the pyramid is going to have a great view, but for the deal we got on this room, we weren't mad about it. With MGM Resort hand wash body lotion. Pretty small sink for such a large table space. Towels are decently soft. Shampoo and body wash. Something on the walls back here. Got a nice full-size mirror here on the right. Can't tell if that's supposed to be design. It's definitely not.
the lamp. It's not lit. No alarm clock in the room. Here's our safe. King bed. Nice padded headboard. Safety first, kids. Pretty typical. You do not have a coffee maker or anything like that. There's always space for a once lived refrigerator. Got some outlets up here. Plenty of drawer space. Big television set, but poor picture. We have the armoire. Couple hangers, some have seen better days. Your ironing board. Irons down there. No alarm clocks. We have a good sized desk here with a nice comfy looking chair. Another lamp, but no outlets on the desk. There's an outlet back there though, we'll be able to get to. Oh, there's some outlets. Let's see if those work later. The switch is for the overhead lights. Now for this amazing view. Oh well, what do you expect for a comp room? I would say this room does feel bigger than the normal king room we've stayed at. But that could easily be because of the slanted wall back here. It makes a little extra space. It's only usable by chairs. You have your in-room AC unit with multimedia decor here. The carpet looks new. I don't see a lot of wear and tear. I don't see any wear spots, any dark or light.
Two things I first noticed when we walked into the room. Number one, the air conditioning works amazingly well. The room was set at 65. It felt cold, too cold for me. The second thing I noticed was that the room felt really spacious. I feel the room is a larger size hotel room. We are able to get a nice king size bed. The bed was very comfortable. Again, I do like the two selections of the pillows, hard and soft. The only thing I would have to complain about is that I wish the bedding was a little bit more thick or plush. I do get really cold. The shower was great. The water was hot. The pressure was good. And any time of day when you went into the shower, it was hot with good pressure.
I don't know what's going on with this wallpaper. I'm not sure what the design concept is. It's unique. The desk was definitely comfortable to work from. There was plenty of space, and the chair was nice to have. One thing we both noticed when we walked in the room is there's a humidity to it. There's just some stuffiness, which is very weird to have in a desert. And the Wi-Fi here was decent. It wasn't the fastest, but it was reliable.
Now it should come as no surprise one of the best ways to get a good deal on a Vegas vacation is to be part of a resort's reward program. And you do not have to be in Vegas to sign up for some of these programs. You can do it online, or a lot of the resorts have properties all over the world. Now, we are at the very base level with MGM rewards. We have 0 status with them. And straight out of the gate, they're offering 4 comp nights at Luxor or Excalibur. Through their website, you'll see a calendar that shows which nights are available to be comped. Now, a comp room means you won't pay for the room charge. You do have to pay the resort fee and all associated taxes. For this trip, Thursday was going to be the only comp night, but Friday was such a discount, we decided to stay a little longer. In the end, it cost us about $70 a night, which is not too bad for Las Vegas.
So this side of the strip can be a lot of fun. Our stay at Luxor was amazing. The restaurants we ate at were really tasty. They offer a lot of things to do at night. Last night alone, there were 4 shows to pick from. It's also close to Mandalay Bay, like literally you can walk there. Excalibur's on the other side, and this is a great location for anybody who wants to attend one of the sporting events. You have Allegiant that's almost walking distance, and T-Mobile, which again, you could walk to these places.
Do we recommend you come to Luxor? Absolutely. Especially with the first tier of MGM rewards giving us 4 comp nights, that's just hard to beat that price. And with taxis and Ubers, it's so easy to get anywhere on the strip, so it doesn't matter so much where you stay. At least not to us. We just like to have a nice clean room to sleep in, which we had here. I do feel like the dining options are a little limited here, but like I say, we can walk right over to Mandalay Bay where there's tons of options. There's not a lot for nightlife here beyond the shows, but again, walk over to Mandalay Bay. That's great nightlife, a lot of live bands, but if you're on a budget, definitely worth it. Now, it was built in '93. It's gone through a couple renovations. They're currently replacing the carpet. So there are some things that could use some work, but overall, it was a good experience. So thank you for staying with us at the Luxor. We hope you found this video to be informative. We really appreciate all the friends that we've made here on YouTube and your continued support. We love hearing your thoughts and questions down below. And until next time, friends.
Cheers.